Hey guys, how's it going? Won't you join me in a journey of woodworking? We're dealing with walnut today, and we're going to make the shelf thing that's going to go above my head, and it's going to store things I don't use that often, like maybe some boots or a jacket, stuff like that. No shortage of stuff. Maybe even my some of my bigger tools that that's kind of awkward, like my skill saw and stuff. Breakfast is served. Right here is Coastal Ford, where my little baby was born. My little Transit Connect is from this dealership. It has the sticker and everything. What? Who said that? So I went to this, oh, you can't see it from here. Let's go on the other side. Went to this specialty plywood store, and I bought something pretty fancy. I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, my propane ran out last night. It was a cold morning. It is walnut plywood. Ooh. So I bought this router attachment for my one of my drills, Matrix, and this thing is like $45 plus tax, close to 50. And then I went to Home Depot to look at the router bits. They're like $35 for a freaking drill bit. And the idea, if you're not familiar with woodworking, is you get the router and you can make the edges with a curve, like a round curve, instead of just a right angle. Instead of a 90-degree angle, you can make it nice and curved. And I thought, I'm going to make this all pretty and have all these nice curves. And then I thought, $50 here, 35 plus tax, $40, almost $100. And I thought, it's just not worth it. I can't do it. I can't spend the money on making round corners for $100. So what I'm gonna do is, I believe somewhere in here I have a file, and I can just file the corners a little bit so that they're not jagged, and do the best I can that way. And this beautiful cedar wall makes up for it anyway. And I had an idea this morning what to do with this duct tape. Like, especially that corner looks really gross. I really don't like it how it's shiny like that. If it was flat like this, it would be much more palatable. But my idea is to use hockey tape, because hockey tape is like a matte, non-shiny, very flat black kind of color. And I think I'm going to try that, and I'm going to cover it with black hockey tape. It's not that expensive, and it shouldn't be that hard to do. So as you can see, I broke down and bought myself a real headlamp. And it was $20, but I knew it would be worth it, because not only can I use it when I'm building the van, but when I'm not building the van, if I need a really bright light to look for something, like under the bed or whatever, stick this on, and I can see whatever I need to. So it has this regular brightness, then it has this red setting, regular, and then super bright. I think the super bright one is 150 lumens, not sure. I just use it on the regular setting to conserve battery power. On low, like the regular setting, It's supposed to last for 60 hours. And I've had it for a couple of weeks and I haven't had to change batteries yet, so awesome. Okay, protective eyewear on. Got glasses put somewhere where I won't lose them. Now let's see if I can saw this without wrecking it. Plug your ears, folks. This could get loud. And the battery just died. Come on, you little bugger. I'm almost done. Just gonna squeeze out another 1.5 inches. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Okay, another 1/4 inch. Yeah. Got it. This walnut is pretty dense wood, so it taxes the battery on the saw quite a bit. But luckily I have another battery. Okay, it does fit, but see that big huge gap right here? That's like 1.5 inches. And it means I'm losing 1.5 inches of space up here. So what to do, what to do? I might lower it, but it fits really neatly on there. So that's a big plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sit in the front seat and see how close it is to my head. Push this thing back. Oh yeah, I still got lots of room. Like what, 4 inches here? I don't know if you guys can see that. So I could lower it. I should lower it, but I don't really want to. There's more work to do. Oh well, no rest for the wicked. So I probably got to cut about 1/2 inch off to lower this. But this looks like it's got a gap here, so I don't know. It's gonna look cool when it's done though. Pitter patter, back at it. Okay, gonna do a little light sanding here with this 220 grit. She very fine. She's not just beautiful, she's just not fine. She's very fine. That's my kind of lady. Alright guys, time for some polyurethane. I recommend this stuff. Varathane Diamond Finish Water-Based Outdoor Satin. Crystal clear, non-yellowing, low VOC, environmentally responsible. It's all my markers. I really like this one way better than the one I used on the floor. Because this one doesn't smell nearly as bad as the other one, and I think the other one is supposed to be low VOC as well. Less toxic and all that jazz, so me like it. As long as it does the job, we're in action. So this polyurethane will really make the grain in this walnut come out. So, should be nice. Now, yes, it'll look nice with the polyurethane, but the main job of the polyurethane is to protect the wood, and my main priority is stopping the growth of mold. You may see on Into the Mystery 13's channel, Jed, he's had some significant mold problems, and I definitely don't want to have that if I can avoid it. So mold does not grow on plastic, which is essentially what this is. To my way of thinking, it's like liquid plastic. So you put that on, and mold does grow on wood, I've had that happen in previous adventures. So with this liquid plastic, no mold. Just in case there's some water leaking on here or something. Let's take a look, shall we? There. It's looking good. Looking good. How's that floor looking? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Welcome to my world. Won't you coming in? You ever listen to old Elvis? Like the mid to late 70s stuff before he died? That's my favorite Elvis period. He had a lot of good music. A lot of good stuff. Very sad ballads. But I don't know, that's my era for Elvis. That's what I like. I mean, he's got lots of good stuff too, the early stuff and everything, but I especially like the overly weightus, the pudgy, the could have ate a couple more carrot sticks Elvis. That's the good Elvis to me in terms of music. Alright, she's done. Try not to fall in love. I know it's hard. The thing is, it always looks better when it's wet. When it dries, it won't be this nice, but try not to fall in love, fellas. Try not to fall in love. What? Union break. Lewis, rolling your ship. Union break. Alright guys, what's on the menu for lunch today? Well, I have an apple. I have a banana. In fact, I have multiple bananas, but I'm only going to eat one. And I used to be in the habit of, buying a whole wheat bun or something to eat for lunch. But why not just eat bread? This is flax and quinoa. Quinoa is extremely good for you. And I just have a couple slices of plain bread. And it's a wonderful menu item for a lunchtime feast. Okay, the shelf, cubby, whatever you want to call it, is in place. Take a look from under here. What's this stuff on here? Oh, that's just... I have to do some sanding. Uh-oh. Oh well. There she be. Now, the next idea is to put some kind of lip thing. I think that's too big though. Maybe half that size or something. Just so the stuff doesn't fall out while I'm driving. I want lots of airflow up there because there's no insulation in this part up here, and airflow is important. Make sure there's no, well, there probably will be condensation up there, but worst case scenario, I can just put this stuff up there in plastic bags or something, and if it gets a little bit wet, okay. These holes are underneath each of the sun visors, and they will help by providing heat up into this area when the heater's on. So that should dry up the roof if it gets a little bit wet, which I think it might. And that mirror right there is one of my Christmas presents for my kids. I got that in some nice smelly soap. And this way I can make sure I don't have any like pimples or toothpaste hanging off the side of my mouth. and not have to have a mirror in the back. Ooh, strange effects. So as you can see, I still got space. Even if I sit all the way upright, I still got like a centimeter or two of space above my head. So looks good. I'm happy with it. Alright guys, well that about does it for this one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night.